A lot is going on right now, and a lot of people are speaking on the current state of affairs in this country as well as around the world. I think we're all aware of what's taking place. I know some are afraid, some are scared, some are calm. I tend to remain on the calmer side, and I know people are speaking on this even in relation to sneakers, but I did not want to address it in that specific way that so many other creators already have. I wanted to stay true to my brand, and as we know, that's not always just about sneakers. So I'll just share some of my thoughts with you, some things that really made me ponder different, aspects of what this situation is teaching us, but also a little bit of positive will be shown in this video because I did get a package in that I think will, bring a little happiness to life. Back with another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh Chains. All things considered, I hope you guys are having a really good day. Yes, when you are viewing this, I'm pretty positive it is or just recently was St. Patrick's Day. So hopefully you got to celebrate. I remember the times back in school and undergrad celebrating with my friends. Yes, we definitely had some fun. A little bit different now, I think, when you are an adult. At least for me it is, just because I'm so busy with work and creating and editing and different things of that nature. But hopefully you had a good day, good week, good start, all of that. So let's just jump right into the video because yes, we're all aware that, the virus, it's really taken over, right? In so many ways, we're finding out just how integrated a lot of our lives are in different areas. Now, I know this based on the actual field and industry that I work in for my career. So when creators speak in sneaker YouTube, I guess, about the, releases being pushed back and things of that nature, well, that has a lot to do with who has and does not have access to the APAC region, and that's where a lot of the shoes come from, right? So there's a lot that's been going on with that internationally long before we've actually gotten to the releases being pushed back, and I know that just from a career standpoint, and I'll just leave that there, but I want to come at this from a little different perspective. Now, please keep in mind, whenever I am speaking on this or any other situation, okay, first off, I'm not going to speak on this as if I am the CDC. I work in terms of a pandemic role where I know what, the intricate details and how to project things like I don't. And I get that people will speak just from their own experiences or perspectives, but I'm never going to come at you like that. Okay, so please don't take what I am saying as like, oh, that's law. No, I could very well be wrong. I could hopefully somewhat be right, but these are just my thoughts and how the different angles that I actually thought about this, because I think this situation, once we are past it, because all things do usually pass, it is a good learning lesson for many different areas, and maybe areas we don't think about until they actually arise. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to keep it short. I'm only going to do 2, and hopefully you guys just follow along with me. All right, so for the very first one, for kids that are in college, you're an undergrad or even graduate, I guess this could apply to you. But when you are contemplating what school, what institution would you like to continue your education beyond high school, I know there are always a lot of factors you need to consider: the degree program, do credits transfer, the campus life, the environment, and the community around you. Those are all very good things to keep in mind. Also, financial aid, how much is it going to cost out of pocket? Those are things I would tell you to always do your due diligence and make sure that you are researching. But I think this situation is really showing that there's more beyond just those surface things that you need to think about. Because, for example, and just consider this, if you choose to go out of state for college, I did that. It costs to go to and from school if you are not close to home. That means you need to have the financial resources or sometimes the assistance of your family or even close friends to ensure that you are able to get to and from campus. So in the event of an emergency where it is something we're not used to and you are forced immediately to vacate campus, are you able to do so based on the school that you've attended? And I think that is something to keep in mind because, for example, I went to school at a D3 school here in Indiana, and we had students that flew in from California or even Florida. That's where their actual home state may have been. Just imagine at this time, what if they immediately needed to go home but their family wasn't able to actually like afford a plane ticket. And I get plane tickets are cheap right now, but I'm just saying, what if they weren't able to afford a plane ticket? Well, what if they didn't have the means right then and there to get that child home? Then what? They could be stranded. They could really feel alone, as if they've damn near been abandoned. It kind of feels that way maybe by the school, the measures they took. And then it could also feel that way if your family can't do something. Not that they wouldn't want to, but they can't. So I think you need to keep that in mind always, because transportation, logistics, that all plays a key factor in where you choose to go to school. It's always going to cost. There's always something, right? So I think that's just something to keep in mind, because, you know, the what if scenarios. What if you were in this situation right now? If you're not a short drive, even a few hours from home, would you be able to get back home in a timely manner so that you are surrounded by people that you know and you're still able to continue your education online and things of that nature? So that's just one perspective I wanted to bring about, and let's just go ahead and jump into the second one. For some who are not stressing about the fact that they may be off work or are already off work for a short time period, they could also not stress because financially they're not going to be decimated by the fact that they cannot receive a paycheck for a week or for 2 weeks. And that's probably because they had the foresight to save and not spend every dollar they make, right? So it all goes back to a lot of what I speak about on my channel. A budget isn't just something that restricts your spending, right? It ensures that future you is okay, that future you doesn't have to stress as much. And in this country, there's about 30% of the total population of the US that actually doesn't have like a savings account or even $1,000 in their savings account. And I think as you go up, it's actually still worse. Like, there's a gross amount of people that don't have cash on hand, or they don't have liquid assets on hand. And if in the event that they have to go a week or just a pay period without actually receiving income, they would not be able to survive. And I think that's one thing that is really overarching of this. People are becoming more aware of their financial situation. And one thing I read to think about in terms of financial freedom: how many months am I able to go without needing a paycheck from somewhere to sustain my way of life? And I don't mean that your emergency savings or fund needs to be where you can enjoy all the luxuries, right? You can go shopping, you can pick up sneakers, you can travel, all of those things, right? No, I mean just the bare minimum, the bare bones, right? Just keeping the lights on, gas, electricity, water running, a roof over your head, just the minimum debt payments that you are responsible for making, and then making sure that there's food on the table. Can you ensure that you're able to just do that? How many months do you have? Now, the recommendation is 3 to 6 months. And once you get past that, I mean, I would say just always continue to save even once you're past that. But I think for some that are very calm in this instance, because work could be kind of put on the back burner for right now for the general well-being and safety of the greater community, they may not be stressing out. They may be chill. They're like, okay, well, you know, we got that savings sitting there. Don't really want to have to use it, but I guess we'll have to, you know, if time forces us to, and they have it and they're okay. And that is a position I would want everyone to be in, but I get that it doesn't feel realistic. And creating a budget so that you are saving something every month, no matter what, is a way for you to get to that position. So I think that is a lesson that a lot are learning right now. So you guys can comment below and let me know, did that ever cross your mind? Or are you in the position of, you're like, hey, if I can't work, I either work for an employer, and it's amazing if you do, where they can provide that paid time off, or that you can work from home. Like for my career, I am in a position where I could probably work from home, which is awesome, and I'm very thankful for that. But everybody is not in that position where they can work from home and get paid, or not report to work and get paid, right? If you're in the service industry, a restaurant, or many different things, you have to show up physically, perform an actual job there in person, and then get paid. So I think that's something that's definitely been taught to us. But finally, let's just get into something a little bit nicer, on a brighter mood, a little positivity. You guys know this company, right? Rastaclat. Who doesn't know them, right? So you guys know that I wear these bracelets all the time. They are great. Just little reminders. Now, if you're not aware of them, first off, wake up, get up from under the rock you're living in. But they are just great little reminders in terms of seeking the positive, right? That is their slogan, their motto. And hopefully I am an adult that can open this package, okay? Why I didn't pre-open this thing, I don't understand why, but TJ, get it together. Probably have to edit this part out. Ugh. Okay. Got it open. Do not make fun of me, okay? So, oh my God. Okay, so just to let you know, they were beyond gracious to send me over this amazing package, and I can't thank you guys enough for this. Man, I don't even know what to say. So once again, if you guys are not aware, okay, seek the positive. That is their message. And Rastaclat, it was based on a very simple premise that, you know, it does take that mindset of trying to find something that is good, even in the worst of times, and having that little reminder on your wrist, because think about it, when we're usually down, what do? We hang our heads down. Well, if you have your head hung down and you start to look at this and it says seek the positive or positive vibes, you have to look within yourself and go, okay, is there something else I can try and focus on beyond just the negative that I may or may not be experiencing right now? What can I actually take action on? And, you know, we pair them with kicks. We accessorize this, but I think it's good to always try to accessorize, I know this may sound corny, but a different mindset no matter what you could or could not be going through. So this is the very first bracelet that is in here. So it's the women's, okay, it says Rastaclat is a symbol of positivity, doing good for yourself and others. We believe that positive action can change lives. I do agree. So this is the very first one. Now, I have a really small wrist, right? So thankfully they sent me the women's bracelet. Now I have another one in here too. Oh, I think I have three. Oh, I have three in here. Okay, I have three. So this is very on point, guys. Extremely on point. Now, you may already be seeing pictures of this on my Instagram just based on the fact that it is related to the holiday. But look at this. So this is the St. Patrick's Day bracelet in the women's size, the small to medium. It's got the gold accents on there, which I absolutely love. So thank you guys so much. Look at all the different shades of green. I'll make sure to shoot some B-roll for you guys to be able to see that. And then finally, this one means a whole lot. So I'll show you the back and then I'll show you the front. So this is the International Women's Day bracelet. Now we know Women's History Month is the month of March. That's very special for all women. Women in sports have always really set, I think, ablaze the path for other women to be confident in themselves. And that is the same for sneakers. And we will oftentimes associate Rastaclat with sneakers and pairing them together. And so that is exactly what this is. I love the colors, the concepts. So you guys can see right there. Oh my, I love it. And the packaging is always amazing for them. Like, take a look at that. So I will be sure to get you guys plenty of B-roll for this, but I love it. So thank you guys again so much for reaching out to me. I cannot say enough thanks for this. I can't wait to wear them, trust me. So just make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at talks.with.tj. I will for sure have tons of pictures up, pairing these with kicks, different outfits, and just remembering to stay positive through everything, right? You have to focus on what you can control, and you realize that isn't a lot all the time except for your mind and how you choose to react to things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are doing well. I will have another video up for you tomorrow. I didn't necessarily intend to have so many videos this week, but it is what it is. So as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.